Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Are you today? So, I'd like to explain real quick kind of how this works. I can't remember if I've done a reading for you before. I do so many that I can't remember everybody. I can't remember what I ate earlier. I'm old. So, I feel, hear, see, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. Try to describe the picture the best I can. There's always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either see it later, remember it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, ah, I know what he's talking about, or she's talking about, sorry. It's not an exact science. Sometimes you got to stretch it outside the box a little bit. We communicate the best way we can. She won't give me all the details. She should give me just enough so you'll understand what she's referring to. And it's her ball game. Her ball game. I let them do or say whatever they need to because they know best what we need to hear, not always what we want to hear. So as long as it's within any reason, it's her show. So we're going to talk to your mom. She says you've been a worry wart lately. I hope that came out right. Teeth. They don't always work right. A worry wart. Ah, tongue twister. Okay, I don't quite understand this. I'm not sure how to say this. Um, you, it's like you sit there and you worry so much, and you just don't get out of it that you literally almost pee your pants. Almost, because you don't, because you're so in it. You, I don't know if she's trying. Good grief, bodily functions. I don't know if it's just that you sit there and dwell on, dwell on, dwell on it, and then you go like, I gotta pee, and I should have stopped, got out of my thoughts, stopped being in this long enough to even realize that I need to go to the bathroom. Or if she's saying you're staying in the worry mode so much that you're not taking care of the things that you need to do for yourself. She could be referring to it that way. She may not, she says, yes, I do. I was just going to say, she says, yes, I do. She's not even letting me get it out of my mouth. She's going, yes, I do. May not mean that she actually means that you just sit there and zone out in your head so much on some whatever it is you're worrying about that you physically, she goes, yes, I do. Physically don't go to the bathroom. Sorry. I've never heard anybody put it that way before. I'm hearing the song Follow Me by Uncle Kracker. I love that song. I'm not a big Uncle Kracker fan, but they'll refer to songs that I know, so I know, so I can. I'm muttering. Go Google Uncle Kracker, follow me, and listen to the words. There'll be a message in there for you from your mom. Okay, if you haven't heard it yet, you're going to hear like humming like a lullaby, humming close to your ear, and you should only hear it in one ear. Depends on everybody feels and hears the energy different. Depends on how well she could come across, and it could sound just like a buzzing in one ear, but it's like a really soft, low, sweet child's lullaby. I can't pick up which one it is. It sounds like It sounds like the one that's just lullaby and good night. Da 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 da. Da. You don't want me to sing, I promise you. But she's just humming it softly. So whether she did this to you when you were a baby, or of course I don't know how old you are, if you have any kids, maybe did it to grandkids or nieces and nephews or anything like that, babies. When you hear that, even if you can't tell for sure what it is, be in one ear, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to do it more. Let her know if you don't understand what it is, if you can't quite hear it, or if it's just a buzzing, or let her know, because sometimes I think they don't realize how that they're not on the right pitch, how they're coming across. Okay, so I don't know if this is something you've done with a child, or if this is something maybe she did with you. It's like a little kid, and she's telling this little child to reach up and grab a star and put it in your pocket. Reach up and grab a star and put it in your pocket. It's yours. I think she's trying to validate herself. Something about chocolate milk. So either you love chocolate milk, she loved chocolate milk. You just had some chocolate milk. You just bought some, just getting ready to buy some. Not sure. That's where you gotta kind of stretch it outside the box. Okay, so I keep asking her about your dad, and she's either not giving me an answer or she kind of beats around the bush. She says, slow and steady wins the race. Let him be who he wants to be. Don't force the issue. Let it play out like it needs to. Allow it to happen the way it's supposed to happen. If there's too much resistance, back up. And when she says back up, she means like put a little distance between your energy and him. It doesn't mean don't talk to him. It doesn't mean, stay away from him. Just means maybe you need to back your energy up away from his energy, not disowning, not anything like that. It's kind of hard to explain if you don't know a lot of woo-woo stuff. You can help him by just being there, which sounds opposite what I just said, but that's not. You can be there, but you don't have to have your energy all into him, about him, if that makes any sense. She's saying, don't let him suck the energy out of you. Can't change him. He doesn't want to be changed. He doesn't want the situation to be changed. He's learning something that he needs to learn. And what they've taught me is we come down here to learn, like a school, to learn things that are going to make our soul, our spirit grow, make us lighter, brighter, make us higher vibration. And there's something he's learning that he needs to learn. And there's nothing it's something he needs to do. She got quiet. Okay, I'm trying to get her to give me some details on the subject, and she's not giving them to me. And sometimes I'm just not supposed to know, or we're not supposed to know. So just think about the way she said it. She wants to know what you're going to do for yourself. What are you going to do for you? Are you going to take that bubble bath? Are you going to go get your toenails painted? Are you going to go get a haircut or change your hair color? What are you going to do for you? Something that has, something that has nothing to do with anybody else, just for you. Like you could go buy a big bag of big bag of marshmallows, but then you could share those with everybody. But if you go get a pedicure, that's for you and you alone. You can't share that because you're not supposed to, because you're supposed to do something for you. She says you're not taking care of yourself first. It's one of the hardest things I learned starting into this, because us women do everything for everybody else. That's what moms do, and grandmas. Then we deplete ourselves. We don't spend enough time stopping and smelling the roses for ourselves. And then we get depleted. And then when you get depleted, you don't have any energy to do things for other people when they need to be done. It was, like I said, one of the hardest things I learned is it's not selfish to take care of yourself first. It's a necessity. It's a necessity to go soak in a hot bathtub when everybody's knocking on the door. When's supper going to be done and all that kind of stuff? You have to do you first. And that is very hard for most of us women, because we're taught to do for everybody else first. Then I get so exhausted. And then I have to remember, time for a Rhonda break. That's what she wants you to do. Start. She's showing me a calendar, like she wants you to write on a calendar today, and she's not showing like every single day write this on it, but maybe at least like once a week, twice a week. What are you going to do for yourself Thursday? Are you going to go sit outside in a lawn chair and listen to the birds sing? Are you going to go take a walk in the sunshine? I don't know where you live. I live in Kansas and it's like 90 degrees. Woohoo! It's definitely camping weather. Are you going to just sit down and just listen to some songs in peace and quiet? These are the things she's bringing. But she's showing me this calendar again, like a big wall calendar, and she wants you to write on it at least one day a week. What am I going to do for myself that does not involve anybody else? And okay, I get it. She says it doesn't mean that it can't involve anybody else. Like you could go to a dance class. That would still be for you and you alone, or an aerobics class or paint class, anything. It would still be for you, but you could still be around other people. It doesn't mean that whatever you pick has to be alone. It just has to be for you, if that makes sense. She's actually showing painting on a canvas. Like I know they have a lot of those classes, or they used to before COVID. I don't know if I've seen very many lately. Like wine and painting. So she says you don't always have to color between the lines. You don't always have to have it perfect or exact. She said it's okay to get out of the lines once in a while, because nobody's perfect. Everybody needs to accept that nobody's perfect. And it's no life-ending thing if we get color outside of the lines a little bit once in a while. And she's trying to say it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. Everybody does. So what if we get out of the lines? We'll get right back in them. So she says, don't beat yourself up if you get out of the lines, as long as you get back to the original picture. That's a different way of saying it. I love the way they come up with stuff. They know more about what we need to hear than we do. She says when you feel like you've colored outside the line a little bit and it's kind of stressing you out, it's like, oh geez, I messed up. Call on her. Call on her. Just ask her to bring some loving, peaceful energy, a little help with getting back in the lines, and then just see what happens. I promise you 1,000% she can hear you, she can see you. And why she's showing me shoes. They almost look like penny loafers, but I don't see the penny in them. She just stuck her feet out and showed me some shoes. I don't know if you just got some new shoes. They're not tennis shoes. She's sticking them out there again. They're just kind of like some kind of loafer. So I don't know if you just bought some. Maybe she wore those all the time. I love you, baby girl. Don't ever forget that. We can never say that too much. We can never say it enough. Know that I am always with you. And I can help bring you peace and comfort. But you have to ask and you have to allow. With that, she's going to leave. Just wait and see if she's going to say something as she's walking away. She's not saying anything. She's blowing you kisses, but they look like hearts. And with that, she's gone. Okay. Much love you, my dear. Thank you for being very patient through my mom's little boo-boo, my stuff going on. Much love to you, Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.